Hello, welcome to Patriotic Propaganda by Mark Pakravan.
Andrew Binifard.
Biggsman.
Here
Here we go. Overview. We will be covering America, English, German, and Russian propaganda from world. And this is all about patriotism. First off, America.
Woo! That's lame!
Well, first off, this propaganda poster was created in 1942, and the patriotic propaganda poster was made to increase production and recruitment for the war effort. Participation was needed, and America was asking to contribute money and time. The poster reminds the people what happened not so long on December 7th, 1941, which was Pearl Harbor. And you could see the black smoke in the back, which recalls the bombings of Pearl Harbor, and you see the American flag, which is the patriot.
The American flag is battered.
The American flag is battered, and it's a very simple poster, and it was very effective because the effects of Pearl Harbor are enormous and impossible to cancel out. And so that's it for this first poster.
Also, if you notice at the top in white, it's hard to see. It says, "We here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain. Remember December 7th." It's saying that a lot of people died. America was in despair. We were at our lowest point, but they didn't die in vain. These people didn't die for no reason. We will rise up, we will fight, and America will win the war.
This next poster is also quite simple, but has very symbolic American symbols, such as Uncle Sam, the American flag, an eagle, and a sun. And it was created in 1943, and this poster basically shows Uncle Sam, which is a personification of the federal government or citizens of the United States. And usually Uncle Sam is like portrayed as tall, thin, and like a bearded man wearing a red, white, and blue suit. And here you can see that his sleeves are rolled up with one hand clenched into a fist, and behind him is the image of a flying bald eagle, which is the symbol of America. And there's a sun, which I believe portrays for a brighter day. And there's a star-striped background, like the flag. The important part about this poster is that his jacket and his top hat, are on the floor at his feet, and it like portrays how he's going to fight. And it encouraged almost everyone in America, everyone, including Uncle Sam, who's the face of the U.S., to join the war efforts. And I would say this poster was also effective because it really shows and like gives the people a nationalistic and historical feeling because of the patriotic symbols and the historic references in Uncle Sam and the flag of America. And as a result, numerous Americans enlisted in the army, so they would be as patriotic as possible.
All right. England, you're up. All right, so this is a patriotic propaganda poster from 1939. The symbols include British Spitfires, which are planes, tanks, and Winston Churchill. Basically, Winston Churchill is standing there with his hat and coat and saying, "Let us go forward together." Great Britain is a united nation that will not be deterred. They will go bravely into war. The importance of staying one nation is crucial to Britain's victory. The fact that they have their leader on the poster saying this means a lot because it gives the people hope, and it reassures them that they're under good leadership, and that if they stay as one people, they can make it through.
And also, it's important to note, as Ben said, when you see this figure overpowering the whole poster, which is Winston Churchill, it kind of makes you feel safe, because this one figure is saying, "Let us go forward together. I will lead you. we will be one united, strong nation going forward together.
All right, this next poster is from 1939 as well. The poster shows the British flag or the Union Jack, military, army, navy, African army, and Arab army. Basically shows all the divisions of the British military by showing the military, the army, and the navy. It shows how all of the forces are united to fighting the same war, and by including all of Britain's colonies, it says Africa and the Arab nations. It also shows that the British have friends and that they're fighting along with their British overseers to defeat a common enemy. And the meaning is fighting together as one country with our allies will bring a victory to Britain. It's effective because it creates a nationalistic feeling for Great Britain, and its allies are very important, and it shows the different nationalities that are represented. And the one word together influences a lot.
Yeah, the fact that it says together, Great Britain, it's saying that Great Britain is not just an island on the Atlantic Ocean. It's the empire that the sun never sets on. In the background you have the African soldier, right next to him you have the Arab soldier, and in front of them you have the British soldiers and the army and navy. They're one, and as we said in the other poster, they're together. They will fight as one and win the war.
All right.
Germany is up.
So, this Nazi poster was created in 1933, and the translation says health, child protection, aiding travelers, community, helping mothers. These are the tasks of the National Socialist People's Charity. Become a member. So, some symbols that you can look at are the swastika, people working, a shovel, which represents labor, and a Nazi uniform. And the meaning is that the Nazi Party will build up Germany, and they will care for all Germans, and will return the country back to its glory. And if you will look at the person helping the fascist or the Nazi, he doesn't look like a Nazi. He looks like just an everyday citizen, and he's helping him. Why would a citizen want to help the government if they are not doing any good for them? So it just adds a nationalistic view to it.
It's like this feeling of camaraderie, how the government and the people are friends, that the Nazis are, to put it simply, they're nice to everyone, they help everyone.
And it shows people the nice, caring side of the Nazis and how they are all encompassing, economically and socially beneficial. So here's the next one. This one was created in 1936, and the translation goes like before: unemployment, hopelessness, desolation, strikes, lockouts. Today, work, joy, discipline, camaraderie. Give the Fuhrer your vote. So some symbols are the swastika, the shovel, which I said before represents labor, the Nazi uniform, a strong, muscular fascist, people in despair, people begging, people striking. And if you can look down right under the elbow of the fascist, there's a man crying, sitting down in agony and despair. And it shows how bad the time is then, and then it says how Nazism will bring your prosperity. So you should give Hitler your vote so he can give you a new life. And this poster makes you want to vote for Hitler, and it shows that despair will be overcome by Nazism. And the Nazi is glowing. Is kind of like a what do you say, Mark?
Halo?
A halo, and it's kind of like shadowing all the. It's like in front of all the despair and agony of the people, and it's just shining a new fresh light that will bring camaraderie and work and joy. And so, Mark, do you have anything to add?
Well, why wouldn't you vote for Hitler? Look how bad life was then, look how good it could be now.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Indeed. Exactly.
Now we have Russia.
Take it
This
away, Mark.
was from 1941, and the translation is "for the motherland." Very simple. The symbols are the red star, which is on the Russian's hat, if you look on the top left corner. And then at the bottom, you see the Nazi armband, so it shows that the Nazi's falling down. And what's really important about this are the red letters, which kind of are really bright in front of this dark brown background, and also the horse, which the man is sitting on. And what this poster is basically trying to say is fight for the motherland. Cut down those who threaten our freedom. The Russians during World War One really hated the Nazis, and as you'll see in the next poster, they felt that the Nazis were even killing their children. And as this person sitting on the horse, it's like saying, "We're gonna kill them. Don't be afraid. We're above them. We're better." And that's what the horse does. It puts him on a higher pedestal. It's very effective because it really makes your emotions get riled up. You see this guy, you see this Russian soldier screaming. His gun is behind his head, ready to knock down the Nazi. The horse is even opening his mouth. It's saying that Russians will win. Just give Russian your support and do it for the motherland. And this poster I really like. It says, "Ruthlessly destroy murderers of our children." And you see on the right, you have the Russian soldier depicted by the Russian star. And on the left, you have this a Nazi hand indicated by the swastika, and his hand is bloody and dirty. He has an axe in his hand. And at the bottom, you see this innocent little child sleeping helplessly, and then a Nazi's coming to attack him. And this is, I think, one of the most effective posters because it it doesn't just say that Nazis are ruining the world. When you bring in innocence and a little child, you you see what the Nazis are not what the Nazis are doing, but it makes you see, oh my God, the Nazis are gonna kill my children. We need to fight against them. We need to fight for the motherland, and especially we need to fight for our children.
I would also like to add that just how Mark said, it becomes very personal once it's like your child. It's your family. The most important thing in your life. Is in danger. So this really like
like like a mama wolf or a mama dog. Like you want to protect your kids, and you'll do your child, and you'll do anything by any means to save them.
And lastly, we don't want to extend this too long, but we have a little song for you guys to listen to. So let's listen. One second.
Click it.
So due to time constraints, I'll keep this short. Uh, if the translation will come up. Okay, two things that you should note are gigantic bear from the east, which is Russia. All those against us, beware, and from the mightiest nation in all the world. It's a very powerful, strong song. The words and the music represent this. As we said, Russia really gives you a strong nationalistic feeling. It makes you ready to defend and fight for the motherland.
Let's go.
All right.
That's
So
we're
we're
excited.
excited.